Hi guys, Rachel here with what I hope to be a concise journal video. So I've gathered some journals, planners, pens and whatnot. So let me just gather my thoughts for a second. I'm trying to remember where I wanted to start. We had a crazy day. My daughter had a doctor's appointment and just everything went wrong, but it was fine. Like I have to park in a certain place because I will not park in the parking garage because it gives me anxiety. If you guys know, you know I have driving anxiety. So I park a distance away and then we walk through some plazas, and I didn't know that the sidewalk was closed. It was closed and it was all hilly. So I found myself running down and then back up a very steep hill of freshly mulched, landscaping. And I felt like Frodo trying to throw the ring, in Mount Doom or whatever. And then after the doctor's appointment, we had a flat tire. So I had to very, very slowly drive to have them patch it up. And then luckily my partner was with me. And then we drove to a place and somehow they managed to have a tire replacement for us. But anyway, okay, this video is off to a great start already, right? Okay, where do I start? So I will begin with planners, I suppose. Planners. So some years ago, I decided that I would hop on board the planner trend because I was just feeling overwhelmed with everything that I wanted to do daily. And I thought it would help me organize things. So I started with the Panda Planner. I quite liked it at the time. I don't know if I'm going to have to cover up some of this personal info with stickers or not. But I found, although I liked it, it was too much for me. Like, I don't need all of this. It became a chore. But I do like it if you have very busy days, and the layout is very nice. The paper is good. The ink dries rather quickly on it. I think I went through one or two of these, maybe just the one. And then I switched to, I think this is Wordsworth. This is a planner for a year. I think it's an undated planner. And I really did like this. And I don't know, but some of the things I didn't use, I think this page was different countries I visited this year. I'm like, yeah, I wish. And I don't know, these are just things that inspire you, and I don't know, I might cover some of this stuff up. But yeah, goals, mind map, and then here's another little collage. So I remembered this one. This one actually did work for me. I was trying to overcome my driving anxiety. I hadn't driven since I'd moved to New England. And so it had been 10 years, and I really needed to start driving again because of, stuff. And so I just visualized this is the city, it's nearby, and I need to get there. And I still can't drive in the city because if you've ever been to Boston, you know why. We still take the train, which if I were to be able to drive, it would take me maybe 15 minutes to get downtown. But no, yeah. Anyway, but that did work for me. It did. And then I don't know. You have your monthly reflections here, review of last month, a habit tracker, which I liked the habit tracker. And I liked doing the little monthly reflections. Oh, I wrote books finished and stuff. I don't know. But I realized at the end of the day, this was still too much for me. So then I switched to, is it Clever Fox? I'm sure many of you know Clever Fox. So this is weekly planner. I thought the weekly planner would be better for me. And I didn't even fill these out, my mind map. I'm like, I don't really care. Year at a glance, I was basically just writing down books that I read each month. Here's your days and this week's priorities, stuff like that. And I liked it, but then I finally found the Hibonacci, and yeah, that's what I'm currently using. Here we go. So yeah, I like this little cover. I think I first discovered this on Meg's channel, you know, Rose Honey Ritual. I can't remember if I'd seen it already and she happened to have it, or if I saw it first on her channel, but it reminds me of my little baby quilt that I like to show in my picture books videos. So it has these little pockets. But yeah, I think this is my new go-to. I like to use the front here. This is my new habit tracker. This is my method. And then I use the calendar to track certain important dates and things. And yeah, I really love the paper. The only thing I found, I mean, it's very similar setup to the Clever Fox. The only thing I found was that the pens that I was using, they weren't drying. They weren't drying anymore. I was using the G2 pens, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. So I was on a hunt for new pens, and I was using, what are they? The Safari or something like that. I'll get to pens in a minute, but this is what I have found that I love using. And I really like in the back all the extra pages. This is, you know, grid paper, which I really like. I do really enjoy, I hope this hasn't been like this the whole time. Oh my God, I don't want to refilm. I like the little quotes at the bottom and in the back. You know, I create lists of things that I want. Oh, these are my inks. Maybe I'll bookmark this and remember this for later. Hang on a second. So, yeah, okay. And yeah, I've been taking all of my Moby Dick notes in here. And I purchased some little inserts, like little mini journals, just plain grid paper that you can put in the pockets here. Really excited about that. They're really nice and slim. Okay, so next I will show you my like my daily reading method. I like to record all of my daily readings. So I began back in, this was just something I found in the house. It's like this really old Christmas tree shop's price tag on here. Anyway, I began back in, like, I don't even know, 2017 with a method of recording my daily readings. Usually I like to go with 3 cards, and I was color coding them, as you can see. And then here I was just writing brief events of the day. And I also liked to notate the deck that I used. And if I did more than one reading, you know, it's all the same date. But I did this from like 2017 up until, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. But I'll get to that. I will get to that. I purchased the Ritual Planner, and I filled 2 of these journals, and oh, my little Sailor Moon is in the way. Look at her, she's so cute. I had this doll when I was a child, and I found her on eBay and I needed to have her. And now I really want Sailor Mercury and Sailor Mars and Sailor Jupiter. And I'm trying to stop myself from buying them right now because it's not necessary. But have you guys ever found like a toy that you used to have online? It's just the wildest thing. Okay, anyway. So yeah, you have like a tarot card meaning sheet here. I mean, they've got like moon phases and recommendations for card spreads, which is really nice. And I did use quite a few of these. These are like monthly readings, and then you have daily readings, and I bought the stickers for it, and you write your spread here, and then reflection. I just kind of did the same setup that I showed you with that previous journal of recording a few items of note from each day, right? And then you have like new moon and full moon readings. And then I bought, and then I went on to the next one, and basically the same setup. They changed a few things, right? But I found at some point, so this is from this year. This says March, April. Okay, so I filled this up. I filled out the whole thing in April, right? I found over time that I wasn't really enjoying the self-love check-in. It's great, but I felt it was sort of like a burden to have to fill it out. And honestly, the same thing with the new moon and the full moon readings. I know that a lot of people like to do these readings, and I found myself feeling pressed to do them and not really paying too much attention. I always tend to pay attention to the full moons, but I don't know. As for the readings and stuff, sometimes I was forgetting to do them, and I was filling them in like a couple of days later, and I'm like, you know what? This was great. It served its purpose, but it's too much for me. So now what I use is this. This is a Stalogy. I always stumble on how to pronounce that. Stalogy. I'm sure some of you are familiar with this. And I was going to like put some things in here. I bought like this little plastic cover for it, and I haven't done it yet. I decided that I wanted something very simple for my daily readings. And I just decided to do away with this method, because this is an insane thing about me. Even though I was using the ritual planner, I was still every day still filling this out. So I was basically being very redundant. I was filling this out and then filling out the same crap in another journal and then some. And I'm like, why am I doing this every day? It's okay to let go of certain habits. I think maybe it's like the Virgo in my chart or something. I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, so I use this now, and it's just plain grid paper, and I really love it. I try to remember the decan that we're in, and I just write the date, the deck I'm using, and 3 cards, and how I interpret it, and then some of my events of the day. And I meant to be maybe a little bit messier in here, but as you can see, I kind of fell into a habit of continuing to be very neat. But I also started recording my oracle readings in here, because that's the thing with the ritual planner, is I found that I wasn't using my oracle decks because it wasn't set up for that. Like it was set up for tarot. I don't know. So yeah, this is what I've been using, and I think I'm going to continue on with this sort of setup. And I like to put these little stamps here to that reflect my mood. I don't know. And I bought these little things, these little paper clips to weigh down the papers. But that's what I've been enjoying using. And I also have a Hibonacci that I bought. I think there was a sale or something. And I have a Midori to try out because I heard this paper is really good for fountain pens. So this one might be more of just like a mess kind of journal. But yeah, so that's the planners. And I think I showed them all. So now on to journals. So I used to journal all the time as a teenager, and I don't know where some of those journals ended up. I think my mom got rid of some of them. I don't know, doesn't matter. But then I was using online blogging. Does anyone remember LiveJournal? I used that for quite some years. And I fell out of habit, and it dawned on me, I think around, I don't know, 2017 or, yeah, 2017, that I needed to start journaling longhand again. Okay. I also have a Word document that's been going on, like an ongoing thing since about the same time, that when I get like really, really creative and I need to get my thoughts out really quick, I go to the laptop and I just print out a bunch of stuff in there, whether it's stream of consciousness or poetry or just ranting. But this is my personal thing. So this is like how I'm feeling, my day to day. Sometimes like esoteric tarot notes go in here, but for the most part, it's a diary. So I started this was something that I had, like, I bought at Barnes and Noble like years and years ago and sat on my shelf for years before I actually started writing in it. And oh, my daughter's drawings are in here. Yeah, it was I was really glad that I did it, because I'm like, this is what I've been missing. So I'm going to show you some of my little journals from over the years. And I kind of put them in order too. After I filled that one out, I found this little guy at Marshall's, these little seashells here. It's got like this soft, gooey cover. I don't know. That's like I don't know why I drew this little sketch from the, it's a replica of the Jefferidzi Tarot. So yeah, this is just what happened, drama, and it's my story. It has these little, like, seashells in here, and yeah, I don't know, I drew stuff in here. And then I think this is another one that I found at Marshall's. I don't know if you guys like seeing this stuff. I just thought it might be fun to go through this history. Yeah, this is like, yeah, see, this is silly. It was just like an exact replica of a tarot card from the Spirit Keepers. I don't know why. I think I was just practicing drawing, or maybe it really resonated with me, but I don't know. Sometimes like poetry goes in here. And then there's this one. This is something that one of my brothers gifted me. He got it, I think, in Seattle. It's this like handmade journal from this artist that he really liked to shop there. And it's like this, you know, handmade paper. And yeah, this was a wild ride, this journal. I went through some really hard times with this. But I remember also that I think, despite the hard times, I think a lot of really interesting Thoth notes went in here, and reflections on adapting to change, which really helped me, have really helped me through the years. Oh, those are hermit crabs that we used to have. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, this was lovely to use. It was a little different. It's really grainy. And, oh my gosh, I forgot that was in here. I drew these, like, sometimes I drew these really intricate things in my journal because I didn't know they were going to actually turn out good. Yeah. Okay, so that goes like that. Like, let's see. It's like a hair elastic or something. Then I discovered these journals. I love these journals. These are my go-to for my diaries. This is T News. I forget how to pronounce it. And this is Kandinsky, who I love. So yeah, I'll just flip through some of these. Oh, there's like a little 2 of Cups from Thoth that I put in there. little Empress card. Yeah, I was like drawing a lot, copying a lot of tarot cards, like not trying to claim it as my own art. Of course not. That's from the Morgan Greer. I was just reflecting on things, yeah, see, I was trying to get into the habit of drawing because I have, like I said, I think I've mentioned this before. I have an artist friend who's always going on about how I should be drawing, and I'm not doing it. So I was trying to form a habit, and I don't know, it worked for a time. I just as practice, I haven't really been doing it lately. Oh yeah, it's like supposed to be like, I don't know, Queen or Page of Swords or something, I don't know. And then there's this one. This is another T News. Like, isn't this adorable? This might still be available on their website. It's like TENEUES. And I don't know, there's just something about the paper. I really enjoy it. Oh yeah, she was kind of fun to draw. I don't know who that is, but yeah. And then I went with, I don't even remember where I got this. This might have just been an Amazon thing. It says Paloma. I think it was just really cheap. This is 2020 through 2021. So I remember this. I went to a different journal. I don't remember why. This might have just been a little bit cheaper. The T News journals are not expensive, but this might have just been even cheaper. And I realized that I really missed the paper of the other journals. So that's how I discovered that that's what I really like to use. I don't know, these are just like some stickers and stuff I put in here, but it's kind of fun. I'll show you some stuff. Stickers. I don't know. It's kind of fun. Yeah. So yeah, then I went back to the T News. Don't you love this one? It's called Pink Shark, I think, if it's still available on their website. I don't know. But I just love it. I love it. Yeah, more stickers and reflections, and yeah, just my daily life and my dreams, and like poetry that I was writing and stuff. Like, I don't remember why Darth Vader is in here. These are pictures that I had taken, and I printed them out in like black and white and wrote some little poetry. And I guess I needed some encouragement. That's an actual blazer that I bought. I actually bought that, and I found it in the ad. And Bela Lugosi, of course. Yeah, photos that I took, and I printed them out in black and white. These aren't, I don't consider these works of art. These are just things I put in my journal. I'm not going to show like my sketchbooks or anything, but yeah, I was like experimenting with, these are just little like doodles that I've drawn since I was a kid, and I printed out this little poem by Dylan Thomas, and there's like some William Blake and the Hermit card. I actually quite like that one. Yeah, I quite like that. But yeah, it kind of reminds me that I need to do things like this again. These are just like images that I found online that I really liked. It's like a cityscape and a storm, and this is a picture of my bathroom with the door open. I don't know why, but I liked it. And I don't know, I don't remember what was going on in my head, but yeah. So yeah, that's another T News journal. Hilma F. Klint. Love her. And then there's this kitty cat, also T News, in a little chair. And This is the last one that I filled out. I don't know. I'm probably going on too much about this stuff. And then this is my current one. This little Egyptian thing. So I also, a few years ago, I curated the things that I could find from my past. And I'm so mean to the person I was. I called this binder Terrible Memories. Terrible Memories, Young and Stupid, 2002 through 2008. But I found all these things. This is like an old planner that I found from like 2002. And I wrote in it like month to month, like all the drama that happened to me. And then what I did was, after finding it, I transcribed it into a Word document. And it was actually very painful to read through. I was like, oh my God, so embarrassing. Okay, I have to edit that out. Why do I have that in here? Okay, so personal notes and things from friends. This was the cover of an old journal when I was in high school that like I drew all over. And stuff like notes from friends, little collages. Yeah, oh my God, Limp Bizkit. Oh my God. Trance, okay. Yeah, interesting. So yeah, I have some stuff, and yeah, just letters. And oh, that's when I went to hear the Dalai Lama speak. That was fun. Little postcards from friends when I was living in Pittsburgh for a minute. So cute. Okay. What else do we have? Also by T News, I wanted to mention, I just love T News as a stationery company. I buy these like mini journals. This is another Kandinsky. I buy some of their greeting cards. This little clipboard, which is so cute. And I just like take notes on here and stuff. Just beautiful. So what do we have next? I'm doing pretty good here. So I'll just very briefly show you some pens. I have, okay, let me get this. Okay. All right. So for starters, like, this is Lamy, I don't know how you pronounce it. This is like a metallic guy here. And I've just been really enjoying it. I've been taking all of my Moby Dick notes with this pen, and it included, I've been using the ink that it came with. The Lamy pens arrive with a cartridge, and it's just this blue ink, and you can't see it in this light, I'm sure, but there's this lovely shading to it. I really enjoy it. I actually enjoy it so much that I bought a package of the cartridges, which I don't tend to buy cartridges much. I buy bottled inks, but I really liked that. So I need to buy more of these, but these are, I don't remember the company. This says designed for arrangement. I really don't know. Meg at Rose Honey Ritual, she introduced me to this, but I carry my pens in these. So, okay, yeah, Sarasa Dry. I don't know why I called them Safari or something earlier. Zebra, Sarasa Dry. These are the pens that I use in my planners because the ink dries quite quickly. I had a problem with them for a minute with the black pens. They were drying out, but that seems to have resolved itself. So I like to use these for my calendar and stuff. This is a bookmark that my daughter made me with a popsicle stick. Like, she's been making me bookmarks for years. Like, she's the cutest person on earth. So yeah, these are my zebras. These are my stamp pens. These are so cute. These are by Pilot, and you can find them different retailers, but like, yeah, it's a little heart. I don't know. I'm not going to try to attempt it here, but I have a few of those. And I like to stick these guys in here. These are just little tabs for reading. And magnetic bookmarks sometimes go in here. I love magnetic bookmarks because you can like mark where you've left off. Love them. Those are like desert escapes. But yeah, these are some of my fountain pens. This is a J. Herbin with a Kaweco cartridge in it. This is another Lamy. These are my TWSBIs. I love them. Maybe I should do a separate pen video. I have some J. Herbin inks in there. These are some Kawecos. They're so cute. They're like so itty bitty. And then you take the cap off and they're like that. This is a fine nib and this is a medium nib. I tend to buy the medium nibs. You have to buy these little clips separate, but they're like next to nothing. Yeah, I don't know if anybody wants to see a pen video, maybe I'll do one. And then I ran out of room and I bought another one. But yeah, this is really cool. This is a Kaweco fountain pen highlighter. It's a highlighter. So the set comes with like little cartridges with the special ink, and the nib is like really, really wide. Oh my gosh. So I use highlighters a lot for the work that I do. And I find that my highlighter markers are always drying out and I have to keep buying them. So I saw this and I'm like, maybe I should just buy a fountain pen highlighter. Maybe that would like, you know, maybe that would be less wasteful. Sorry, I can't talk very well. This is Pilot Kakuno. This has Diamine Oxblood in it. I love this ink. This is a fine, and this is a medium. And I really love this one too. This one I bought, this is the Pilot, I think it's called Penmanship. It has this really weird cap. Oh, I'm like taking off the wrong side. It has this really tiny, strange little cap. Now this is like an extra fine. And I bought this because I heard that these are good for drawing, like drawing fine details. This is another Kaweco. I love this color, this olive green with this like gold colored nib. And this is a Kaweco. This is the Lilliput, or however you pronounce it. Now this one is so tiny. It's like one of the smallest pens that I have. And it's really funky. It's got this metal body. And then I don't have any other pens that do this. The cap screws in, actually. So it's really secure and it makes this longer pen. And I really love it. The only thing is that it seems to have this like hard start to it, where when I start to write with it, the ink doesn't want to come out right away. And I've tried a couple of different inks in it. I tried Ferris Wheel Press, which I've heard people have problems here and there with clogging the pens. But then I tried a different brand and it still kind of did it. So I'm just not sure, but overall I do like it. It just has a hard start to it. And the ink capacity is really, really low. Like really low. So this is a converter and you can't fill up the entire converter. You have to go to about this point. And Kaweco, you know, sport converters are really small anyway, but that's fine. I've had this ink in here for a while and I haven't run out yet. So it is really cute though, isn't it? And okay, here's another J. Herbin, if that's how you pronounce it. It's like really lightweight and kind of, I think I like it. I think I like it better than the cartridge one, but if I have anything to write with here, but this is one of my favorite inks. It's Ferris Wheel Press. See, this is now giving me a hard time. Goose Poupon. And yeah, I really, really love this color. I don't know if this is gonna like show up very well, but yeah, I think it's just giving me it was giving me a hard time because I'm like writing on something soft, but I don't know. I really, really love this color. I don't know if it shows up, but maybe I'll do a separate pen video at some point. And I have some Sailors. So this is the Sailor Compass, and in this like really nice like olive green color. And I put a, why can't I get this off? Because I'm like filming and I'm nervous. It has this Robert Oster dusky pink color in it, which is really nice. And the Sailor nibs are a little finer than the other pens. But I really like the color, and I don't know, just like experimenting with that. I have this Sailor pen. This has just got a Sailor cartridge in it. It's really lovely. I love the color. It's like the Sailor Pro Gear Slim with a gold nib, 14 karat. This was like, these were birthday gifts. This one also Pro Gear Slim in 21 karat. And I have this really lovely ink in it that's not going to show up on camera. It's called Tasha. I should have brought the boxes in here because they're beautiful. It's like the Hokusai collection or something like that. I'm pretty sure it was Hokusai. One of those Japanese like woodblock artists. But it's like this really pretty green black color. And this is a Sailor, this is a broad nib. And I also have a Tasha ink in it. So that's pretty fun. And yeah, I love my pens. I love these. These are Pilot Metropolitan Pops. So this one is this purple, beautiful, with like this fun little detail here. And this is Diamine Lilac Satin. And I really recommend these pens. They feel really nice. They've got these like metallic bodies. And then this one, look at this. I love this orange with these little flowers here. And I like that this here is black. Nice contrast. This is a cursive nib. So this is Ferris Wheel Press Mirror of Moraine. It's beautiful. I do really like the cursive nib, so maybe I'll get more of these. But yeah, that's Pilot Metropolitan Pop. Lots of fun. Okay, recording several days later. So I had meant to show quite a few more things and it just completely slipped my mind. So I'm back with some more. I suppose I'll start with fountain pens. So this morning I went and created a few samples in my Midori. So let's see if I can zoom in. I'll try not to dwell on this too much. I don't know how well these are showing up, but I think I'm going to do a separate pen video. But these are the inks that I have in bottles. And like, see, this is a Pilot black cartridge in the Pilot penmanship extra fine nib. This is Ferris Wheel Press Blushing Mushroom. And this is a, where did it go? Hang on a second. This is one of those glass dip pens that you can get on Amazon, and it came in a pack of several different colors. And they're fun, but some of them, they're not all created equally. Some of them are really scratchy at the end, and others are on the smoother side. But with the Ferris wheel press ink, a lot of them, like the sheening ones, they are hard to use with, they're meant to be used with dip pens. That's what I meant to say. Why am I holding Godzilla? Oh yeah, here's the blushing mushroom. I didn't bring all my bottles in here, but just a few to show you. Diamine Lilac Satin, that's in the Pilot Metropolitan Pop. Ferris Wheel Press, Midway the Magnificent. Diamine Oxblood, that's in the Pilot Kakuno. Robert Oster Dusky Pink, that's in the Sailor Compass. J. Herbin Rouge Hematite, that's in the TWSBI Echo. Like, these pens are so cute, and it's a fantastic color. We have another J. Herbin ink. By the way, these bottles, the J. Herbin, are just so beautiful. I mean, look at that. And here's another one. They're some of my favorite inks. They're just really wet, and the sheen is really nice and not too, it's not too much, and it doesn't clog the pens. Tasha, this is, I don't know how, is that Natane? It's this beautiful yellow color in a Kawiko Sport, the medium nib. Most of my pens are medium nibs. I love the Kawiko Sports. So cute. But by the way, these Tasha inks are really pretty. They come in these boxes that I couldn't resist. And I really like the ink. And here's another one. Showcasing these prints by Japanese woodblock artists. Sorry, I have getting over a cold. So, Ferris Wheel Press, Goose Poupon, and a J. Herbin pen. And these boxes are fun. See the little geese. Like, what a cheeky little title, right? Goose Poupon. It's one of my favorite colors. I tried to show it to you earlier, and I don't know if I don't think it shows up at all. KWZ Green Gold, number 2. Another Ferris Wheel Press, Frivolous Lime. That's a Kawiko cartridge in green. And this is the Tasha Sabe Midori. I have it in the Kawiko, or not Kawiko, sorry, Pilot Kakuno in a medium nib. I really like the Kakuno pens too. They're great. J. Herbin, Emerald of Chivor in a TWSBI, Sailor Ink Blue Flame in a Sailor Dipped-In pen. So these guys are like this. These are dip pens, and it does this. The nib comes out when you're not using it, and you store it like that. It's pretty handy. Tasha Rory, that is in a Sailor Pro Gear Slim. I actually had switched that out. I had that color in my Sailor broad nib, but it was honestly too broad for me. And I thought, I know it sounds weird, like I prefer the medium nibs to the fine with fountain pen inks, but I thought that this would be better suited with a lighter color ink. So right now I have this filled with this J. Herbin Cornaline of Egypt. It's this beautiful orange. I don't know if you can see it in the pen, but it's really lovely. That's my Lamy Blue cartridge, Colorverse Rainy Day, and a Kawiko Sport. I love that color. And J. Herbin Kyanite du Nepal. in a Sailor Pro Gear. And Mirror, Mirror of Moraine. That's the cursive nib. So yeah, moving on, I will do another pen video if anyone really wants to see it. But what else do I have? For journals, I have, this is just a Moleskine, and someone said that these were good for fountain pens. They're really not. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. This is, speaking of fountain pens, I showed this in one of my videos. This is a little sketch that I drew of Queen of Discs, and I outlined it in the Pilot Penmanship Extra Fine nib. And then I scanned this and printed it out on, oh, now I forget the name of the paper, Tomoe River, because this paper is meant to take really well to fountain pens. So I'm gonna cut this out after I'm done, but I printed out a bunch of copies to experiment with filling it in with different inks, different color combinations, and I haven't finished this yet because I haven't decided what I'm gonna do with some of this, but I'm gonna try different combinations. But I really love this Ferris Wheel Press Frivolous Lime in contrast to Midway the Magnificent here. And this is KWZ Green Gold. Yeah, I really like it. I'm not sure if I should have done that in blue or not, but we'll see what it looks like when it's finished. But that's kind of fun. Okay, so on to other journals. Whoops. I'll just show you a few things. I also like to use the decomposition notebooks. This one is, I love Pegasus because my daughter loves Pegasus so much. Yeah, I just take like notes in here. I don't know. These were notes from Joseph Campbell, stuff like that. I have more than one. I like mini journals. I like to get these things at the museums. Isn't it cute? These 5 stars, I couldn't resist. I thought that I would use these for tarot guidebooks. Aren't they cute? I use these for the notes that I take before I make videos. Like when I have a lot of things that I have to remember to talk about, I sort of make an outline. And I also used this for some notes on the different decans. And I did a bunch of them and then I fell out of habit because I got really busy. But yeah, I really like these little 5 stars. There's a place to put your pen and they have tabs. This I bought ages ago and I never ended up using it. I just thought it was pretty. I found it at Marshall's, and what I was going to do with it was I was going to transcribe a bunch of the writing that I've done over the years that maybe is worthy of possibly being considered poetry or something good. Just things that I liked or things that I might have shared with a couple of people that they really enjoyed. I don't know. But I was going to curate some of my writing just for my own personal use. And I haven't done that yet, and I probably should. I also have a typewriter. Maybe I'll insert a photo. And I haven't really gotten to use it much. I played with it a little bit to get the hang of it. It's been years since I used a typewriter. But I lack a permanent space to put it. It has a case and it's portable, but I would like it to have its own wooden desk. And I'm trying to figure that out. So that's a project maybe for this fall. I thought it would be done this summer, but I got really busy. What else? This is, I've shown you this before. This is something that I carry with me often. I tend to have a little tarot deck in here, a notebook, and flashcards that I made with my own tarot keywords, my lexicon. And I usually have my little Make Playing Cards Thoth deck with me. But recently I switched it out for my spiral. And this is a little bag that I crocheted for it many years ago. And yeah, I've actually been reconnecting with this deck after I bought the backup. And sorry, my voice is all weird because I thought I was better, but my throat is not happy with me for talking so much. I'm using my vocal cords. This is one of my favorite cards. It just cracks me up every time. But yeah, this is my trimmed spiral tarot, and I've been having a blast with it the month of July. These are the flashcards that I made that go in there, and they're color coded. The majors are this orange color well, no, they're pink, and the wands are orange, yellow for swords, cups are blue, and pentacles are green. And then I just love this bag, don't you? This little Pilot G2 pen in blue. For some reason I chose blue for my travel notebook. And this little Hokusai journal that I found at the MFA that I love. And I carry this with me, and my daughter and I like to write like really goofy poetry together in here. And but it's also just a dump journal. I write all sorts of things in here, and I really, really love this practice. Sometimes the things I write, I elaborate on later on. I elaborate on later. Did I say later twice? Speaking of tea news, I'm going to show you a bunch of other things that I just adore. So I already showed you the clipboard. Adorable. And here's this matching mini notebook. You know how much I love the mini notebooks by Tea News. So I carried this around with me plenty over the years. These little spiral notebooks that I haven't even used yet, and I've had them for some time, but aren't they cute? They don't make these anymore. I wish they did, but there it is, nice and bold for you. One of my favorite stationery companies. They also make playing cards. These are Hilma F. Klint. Aren't they awesome? Yeah. I couldn't resist. I like their little greeting cards. Isn't this the most adorable thing in the world? I've shown this before. These little mini spiral flip books, I love these. I have 2 of them. This is a sticky notepad with a folder in it. Isn't that cute? I've shown you this one. These are these mini journals. Kandinsky. We have this little Egyptian guy. And some more Hilma F. Klint. Beautiful. Some more greeting cards, thank you notes. Isn't this beautiful? These ocean dwellers. I thought they were gorgeous. Oh my gosh. My daughter and I were drawing in them a couple of summers ago. We just thought, why not? We were staying in a gunquit, and how pretty. We thought we would just draw inside of them. Because basically I just bought them because they were really pretty. And they also have these really beautiful boxes. And inside are more cards. And it looks really nice on your desk. And here's a Kandinsky one, of course. You have a few different prints in here. Okay. Yeah. And then I have like these Henri Matisse postcards. These are not tea news, but I took some of these out and put them in little frames and hung them in places like my bathroom. Was that everything that I forgot to show you the first time? I think so. Oh, these were the Hibonacci mini grid paper books that you can insert in the pockets of your Hibonacci weeks. Okay. I think that'll about do it. Okay. I think I'm all done now. Okay. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.